the HCS official rules. Our amateur division are white and blue belts, and our pro division are purple, brown, and black belts. Our regulation times for amateur is 4 minutes, and for our pros, it is 6 minutes. Starting off with the first overtime. The first overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds. Time does not matter. We have a 3-second transition period where if the spot is changed, whoever's on offense can either change to a submission or get back to the starting spot, and the round will continue. If after 3 seconds neither a sub or a spot is secured, it will count as an escape. A sub beats an escape beats a ride out. The second overtime is a 3-minute ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position and hold for 3 seconds. The dominant positions are mount, back mount, and side control, and you can also win by a submission. The third overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds where time does matter, so the fastest sub or an escape will win. Illegal moves. For amateurs, there are no twisting leg locks or twisting or manipulation of the spine. For our pros, all subs are legal. Regardless of amateur or pro, there is no slamming into the wall or out of a submission. There is also no spiking on the head. You can't slam just to slam, and you must have control and progression of the position. Out of bounds. Fighters are in bounds until both fighters are completely out of the circle. If you have a dominant position, which is mount, back mount, or side control, you can choose to start back on your feet or in a top turtle position. Whether or not you are in a dominant position is up to the discretion of the referee. If you are in a submission, which is at the discretion of the ref, you may choose to start in one of the EBI spots or back on the feet. Any other position, the fighters will start back on their feet in the center of the circle. Stalling rules. If you pull guard, you have 3 seconds to engage, and if you do not engage, you'll be hit with a stall call. If you flee the circle, this will also be a stall call. If you are in a position and you are not advancing and you are just holding position, this can also be counted as a stall call. The first stall is a warning. The second stall, the opponent will get choice of top or bottom turtle. And the third stall, you will be disqualified. These stalls carry throughout the entire duration of the match. the HCS official rules. Our amateur division are white and blue belts, and our pro division are purple, brown, and black belts. Our regulation times for amateur is 4 minutes, and for our pros, it is 6 minutes. Starting off with the first overtime. The first overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds. Time does not matter. We have a 3-second transition period where if the spot is changed, whoever's on offense can either change to a submission or get back to the starting spot, and the round will continue. If after 3 seconds neither a sub or a spot is secured, it will count as an escape. A sub beats an escape beats a ride out. The second overtime is a 3-minute ADCC overtime. First to a dominant position and hold for 3 seconds. The dominant positions are mount, back mount, and side control, and you can also win by a submission. The third overtime is 2 1-minute EBI rounds where time does matter, so the fastest sub or an escape will win. Illegal moves. For amateurs, there are no twisting leg locks or twisting or manipulation of the spine. For our pros, all subs are legal. Regardless of amateur or pro, there is no slamming into the wall or out of a submission. There is also no spiking on the head. You can't slam just to slam, and you must have control and progression of the position. Out of bounds. Fighters are in bounds until both fighters are completely out of the circle. If you have a dominant position, which is mount, back mount, or side control, you can choose to start back on your feet or in a top turtle position. Whether or not you are in a dominant position is up to the discretion of the referee. If you are in a submission, which is at the discretion of the ref, you may choose to start in one of the EBI spots or back on the feet. Any other position, the fighters will start back on their feet in the center of the circle. Stalling rules. If you pull guard, you have 3 seconds to engage, and if you've not engaged, you'll be hit with a stall call. If you flee the circle, this will also be a stall call. If you are in a position and you are not advancing and you are just holding position, this can also be counted as a stall call. The first stall is a warning. The second stall, the opponent will get choice of top or bottom turtle. And the third stall, you will be disqualified. These stalls carry throughout the entire duration of the match.
Ladies and gentlemen, warriors of the gi, welcome to the arena where egos are crushed, limbs are twisted, and legends are born in sweat, struggle, and chokeholds. This is the one, the only Hammer Challenge Series 27. Wow, I'm excited to be back. I know you missed me. I missed you too. Of always, this is the voice of HCS Zach Baker today, joined alongside with Jillian Peterson. Jillian, how are you?
Doing great. Happy to be back here at HCS.
Fantastic. Before we get going, as always, a quick thank you to our sponsors. First up, we have Savvy Fit Soaps for all your soap, candle, and scent needs. Really friggin' natural. All Jersey Mechanical for all of your HVAC, plumbing, electrical needs. All Jersey, all the time. And Ground Standard Agency, your MMA marketing specialists. As always, we are always wanting more sponsors. So if you want to get your name up in here, I'll give you a nice little intro. And we invite you to join us. But we are here at H27, live from Precision BJJ. Upcoming, just so everyone's aware of the slate of how things will work, we have the Battle for Jersey City. That is going to be at the Hudson Fitness Expo. That is a free event. There's going to be 10 to 15,000 people walking through that event. It's not just us, but we will be live on the streets of Jersey City. So come out and pop out for that one. We also have HCS 28 the week after, highlighted by our 205 Grand Prix. Still looking for some super fights on that one. We'll also have a team duel there for Bodega versus Dante Rivera, BJJ. And then after that, we have our women's only card in October, HCS 29, highlighted by our 115 Grand Prix and our women's team duel. That will be 4 teams. We are still looking for some women's teams to join us. So if you are interested, this is how that breakdown will look. So hit us up, Instagram, YouTube, anything like that. Get that team together and join us for what will be an exciting event. We'll also have our tiebreakers for our team duel playoffs upcoming as the prelims to that. Before we get into the action, a quick reminder of our rules. We have our amateur regulation and pro regulation rules. Amateurs will be for 4 minutes in the opening period. Pro will move up to 6. We start with a first overtime EBI. It's 2 1-minute periods. Time does not matter in the first one. If we are still tied after that, we will go into a second overtime, ADCC, 3-minute overtime. First to a dominant position wins. And if we are still tied going after that, we go into our third EBI overtime. That is the same as the first. However, time does now matter, and it has never happened. But in the case that 2 people were to submit each other in the same exact amount of time in that third overtime, we will go to a third and final overtime. But with that, we're just about underway here. For our first fight of the evening, we will have Joseph Fernandez up against Riley Outten. We'll now kick it over to HCS owner, promoter, and today our ref, Josh Baker. Come on. We're underway. Joseph is in the HCS black and yellow. Riley in the beautiful pink outfit. I like the shorts here from Riley.
Yeah, and Riley's also a debuter, and Joe, he's got a 3-2 record here at HCS. Right, so we got Riley here. He's in this top turtle position, front headlock. Joe chooses select to go to his back. He's kind of coming up in this wrestle up single leg position, but Riley's just staying heavy on top. Maybe looking to switch to like a Darce, but Joe was able to pull that arm out. Right, and these are our first of our amateur matches, so this is a 4-minute match here. Looks like Riley's got a nice little Kimura lock starting from the top side. Right, he's got a nice grip, but he has to work to try and get Joe off of his back. So you can't really finish a Kimura while someone's just lying flat on their back, but he does have a lot of options with this grip, not even just finishing the Kimura. You have potential arm bars, back takes, a lot of different things from here. Yeah, so it looks like Riley is he wants to step over the head, but Joe is doing a great job of keeping his head elevated.
Lost the Kimura grip there.
You see Riley transition, he's looking for that north-south, maybe back to a Darce here. Ooh, he's almost got that grip locked up. He's trying to get to the bicep there.
Joe hanging on to a leg there, working his way up.
Yeah, good scramble out by Joe there.
Almost a little knee to the head there. Riley, the happy new owner of a lab puppy named Bear. I saw a picture before this. He is adorable. Just under 2 minutes to go here in our opening period.
Yeah, looks like Riley was thinking about that Kimura grip again. He's got it locked up here.
Ooh, yanks it out. And there's the finish. Riley out and drops the hammer. Winner by submission via Kimura. Great debut for Riley as he now improves to 1-0 here inside the circle. Moving on to our second fight of the evening, we will have Angel Salmerón versus Noah Mccclaclin. This will be a 155 blue belt matchup.
Let's go, Angel.
Come on. And we are underway. Angel out of Precision making his HCS debut in the, we'll call that green?
Yes, Precision green.
We'll call that Precision green, and Noah in the all black out of Crush Jiu-Jitsu.
He's out of Crush Crew. He's a 53 record here at HCS, and Angel is a debuter.
Always like when both want to engage on their feet for a little bit.
We got some heavy collar ties here. I will say Noah is probably one of my favorite up-and-comers to watch. So exciting, really dynamic. I believe even though he's a blue belt, I really like his jiu-jitsu IQ. He makes a lot of smart decisions, so he's definitely one to watch.
I believe he was with us at our aesthetic temple card, and he made a lot of noise there. That was a good day.
He's trying to bait that collar tight. He's going to jump to that armbar.
Right, so a minute down, I mean, we've pretty much just seen just some hand fighting, some collar ties. Both guys were just kind of just waiting to pull the trigger.
Not often we see over a minute still on your feet. Both clearly, I would assume, want to be on top and not willing to relinquish that position to the other to make something happen.
Yeah.
Nice trip attempt, but no steps over it.
Keep him set. Let's go.
It's coming.
Yeah, sometimes you don't want to play it too safe, though. Sometimes you just got to send it.
Just keep walking into him. Keep walking into him. He wants you to reach. That's why you smash.
Keep going.
Let's see that sweep.
We are now just about 2 minutes in. 2 minutes to go, but we're still on our feet. But as I say that, nice single leg right into a choke.
Finish it. Take your time. Let's go.
Yeah, Noah's got that nice farming guillotine attempt here.
You're doing great.
He's trying to shoulder
On
or
your side,
trying to
play the hands,
do
but
like an abby crunch off to the side.
You don't have to muscle.
You
You
see,
do
he's
it.
doing a great job of defending.
Heads out, yeah.
Free.
That might have been a little bit of a angel saying, all right, it's been 2 minutes. Let's get something going. Leaves his head out a little. Noah did a good job to try to jump on it right away, but then good defense.
Yeah, and look, this is submission only. You don't have to worry about points. Like if you get taken down, you know, as long as you trust your bottom game.
That's an option also. What's the straight pull out? Towards the wall.
Right, so just a reminder, first time watching, the wall is in play here at HCS. These guys are getting close to out of bounds.
And as you'll notice from college rules, they're in bounds if any body part of either competitor stays in bounds. So pinky's in, they're in. And we're back to our feet.
No points.
League
No
leg.
points.
League
Don't worry
leg.
about that.
Just about a minute to go here in our opening period.
That's good. Hand fight.
1 minute, Angel.
Get those level changes going too, buddy.
This would be more of a round.
Yeah.
Hey. Fight. Go.
It'll be interesting to see how overtime plays here, forcing them onto the ground because we just haven't seen a lot of it yet.
Walking through is coming.
Sweep attempt, Noah, not a problem defending it. Noah's very calm in this hand
Walk
fight.
your forehead in. Walk your forehead in.
Nice quick attack there. Right.
30 seconds, Angel. We're
See, Angel,
playing
he's
your
definitely
game. Let's work.
being a little bit more offensive on the feet here.
And that could be an experienced play from Noah, knowing that he's been in the overtimes before.
Now it looks like we got a standing guillotine attempt. He's trying to lock his legs.
Falling off a little.
10
10 seconds here.
Looks like
And he pops his head out. That's a slam.
Stall, no slamming. There's no reason to slam here. Back down in the guard.
As you saw from our rules video, that is the first stall. That is a warning. However, when we go to overtime, that will give choice to Noah. A second stall would allow Noah top turtle choice.
Yeah, so a lot of times in grappling,
Time.
when you have a close guard, you can't slam. It's not allowed.
We will now head to our first overtime.
Stall, it's your choice. Offense or defense? Offense. Back.
Noah has choice here from that stall call. He takes offense and he takes the back for the first minute here. Again, time does not matter.
Yeah, so Noah likes to take the back here, so he has a seatbelt.
Keep making your ankle.
He's got the hooks in. He's really doesn't switch off to that body triangle because he's
Stop,
got those
you're
long
out.
legs.
Go back to the mat. Back to the mat.
It looks like he's trying to switch off to it now.
Nice. Finish
Oh,
it.
looks
Almost
not
there.
in the gym, but yeah, Angel's
Angel's doing a good
Gets
job.
a shoulder free.
And that is 3 seconds. Angel finds his escape there in about 19 seconds. Noah will have the entire minute to find his way out here to send this to our second overtime. A ride out or a submission would be the win for Angel. Noah's also looking to submit, but rarely would you see that on the defensive side.
Go, Angel.
Come on.
Go.
Head positioning.
Back to the mat. Get your back to the mat. Look towards it. Look over your right
So
shoulder.
Angel
Look over your right
can
shoulder.
get that
Get your
body
back to the mat.
triangle in.
Yup.
He gets to the mat, but Angel just pulls him to the other side here.
Yes.
And fighting.
Oh, and there's the escape for Noah. Angel did a good job there, especially the first time here, trying to use those 3 seconds to find that submission, but Noah stayed calm, found his way out. We will move to our second overtime, our ADCC overtime. This is first to a dominant position. That means back, side, or full mount. Any other position would not be considered dominant. 3 minutes to work.
So you are allowed to pull guard. That would be a negative. It's fine. So if you feel like your sweep game is going to be better than someone's wrestling, it'd be great of you to pull guard, maybe work some sweeps. But we haven't seen either of you guys pull guard yet.
We've seen both very interested in being on our feet here.
Yep. You see Noah's playing more of like a counter grappling type game, so he's kind of waiting for Angel to go in for like that single leg, because you see him attempting those guillotines a lot.
And after that first EBI, when time's going to matter, after this, they both got out relatively quickly, so I wouldn't be comfortable if I'm either of them going for that overtime. I'd want to get it done here with a lot more time to work.
Keep working.
Out of that. Keep his
Noah's
ankle.
trying to work for a possible triangle here. He's doing a great job of holding on to Noah's outside ankle.
Pressure, Angel.
Angel's almost thinking about his straight ankle.
Circle to the outside. Circle to the outside. Keep his legs
Noah does a very good job here, staying active on the takedown attempts. Definitely not comfortable. We're back on our feet. Also see fatigue starts to play a factor as we enter the halfway point of the ADCC. They're now more than 8 minutes in here. If I counted right, maybe over 7, something like that.
Dictate the pace. Let's work.
And of course, when you're in practice, you go for rounds that are longer and you're doing more, but there's something about that competition that just empties the tank a bit more.
Oh yeah, especially when adrenaline's a huge factor. It's like you could be doing tons of rounds at the gym, but once you get into
Angel,
competition,
forward pressure.
suddenly
Let's
your
go.
body just starts to get heavier.
Angel, you got 1
Got a
minute.
minute.
Let's go.
We're scrapping. Nice throw. Able to scramble, though. That was a very...
More of that.
It's been great to see because Angel needed to hold that top position side control north south for 3 seconds to be able to get that run in. But great
Forward pressure, Angel.
Yeah, it was a very nice throw. Set himself up great to find that side mount, but Noah did great dribbling out of that, knowing the danger he was in. 30 seconds to go here in our second overtime.
We got 30 seconds. Let's make some noise.
Let's go.
Polar opposite from our first match, that quick submission here. Now we got a chess match going. Next shot, but again, right on the neck there.
Yes, we got an arm and guillotine attempt here from Noah, but Angel is
10 seconds. Can he hang on?
Right shoulder,
He'll finish it with 5 seconds left.
Keep walking your legs up.
Get your hips
I
high.
mean, Angel looks
And that's time. Angel survives. That was nice and deep, but Angel's able to hang on. And we go 2-hour third overtime back to our EBIs. Now time will matter.
All right, time does matter now. Time does matter.
Noah had choice again from that stall call. He then chooses offense, which is an interesting play here. I would personally want to know what I need to do,
Gotta be fast.
set the pace, but he wants to set the pace.
Yeah, right. If
So
he wants to
it
dictate
works.
this,
It works both ways.
Pull him in before you start.
Come on.
And we're underway.
Right.
Good.
Last time,
Triangle.
Angel got out in about 19 seconds, but definitely more tired going into this one.
Feel the thumbs, feel the
Time
thumbs.
matters here, so we gotta get moving. We can't let it go.
Speed, Angel. Let's
Angel's
work.
corner is calling him. Time is matter.
Yep.
Time does
Lock
matter.
it up.
Doing a
Lock it
good
up.
job
Watch this game, but
getting his back there.
Angel's about to rotate over. He's in a closed guard.
That's 21 seconds. 21-second escape there for Angel. If he's able to ride Noah out for 21 seconds, he will be the winner. If Noah gets out before then, Noah will win. A submission, as always, will win. If they both happen to do it in exactly 21 seconds, we will go to our final hideout.
Behind the 21.
Yeah.
Tight. Good head position.
And the 21 seconds does include that 3-second break. So it really has to get out about 18.
Shoulder, shoulder. Body triangle. Body triangle.
Triangle. Let's go. Right away. Body triangle.
This corner's going for a body triangle. It's only as
Come on, come on.
Noah's trying to
Oh, still at the back here. Still following. By 1 second. Noah escapes and wins by 1 second. He escapes in 20 seconds, wins by 1 second. That
3 seconds. I counted.
That was very close by both competitors. He escapes with 1 second left. Very competitive, very close matchup there. Jillian will actually be stepping out of the booth here as we welcome in our champion. What is it, 4-time? 3-time? 3 or 4-time champion, Andrew Cockle. Let's see his face real quick. Welcome to the booth. There he is. We welcome him in here as Jillian actually goes over to coach herself. This third matchup here will be Ben Kelly versus Chris Abbott. Let's get their order up, and we are ready to go here.
Two good matches so far.
Absolutely. We had two polar opposites. We had a very quick submission followed by all the way through.
Crazy overtime.
And we are underway. Ben Kelly out of Underground Kings. He is 16 years old and we all black. Yeah, only 16. I want to say our young competitor. We did have one team matchup. Okay. But he's our youngest competitor. He's 1-0 inside the circle. And for those of you who might remember at HS 25, winner by Buggy. 16-year-old makes his debut, pulls out the Buggy. It's up here against Chris Abbott out of Precision. One inside the circle. Switch to a front head.
Good scramble.
Chris does a good job attacking that leg again. Finds his takedown. In amateur, we do have to keep these straight. Can't twist the leg.
I had a battle of super leg X versus the top guy trying to get a foot off the hip.
He likes to create some space.
Keep that foot right here. Keep that foot. Push that foot off your
Try
head.
and get a left arm
There you go. All right.
Very good by clearing the leg by the top guy.
Try and get your legs unstable. Let's pick up some guard here.
Comfortable here. Get out. Pressure. Get your pressure.
Nice. Have a good start here. Good start.
Clear that knee.
There you go. Knee shield, butterfly guard.
There you go. Use it. Put the knees together. Get past.
Don't get that foot across the body like that. Let's pull that
Yeah,
back.
put that foot back hand away.
All right. You can also look at this one too.
There you go.
There we go. Here we go. Let's
Ben
not
seems
be
to have a
under
very
us.
hard block.
Yeah, he's doing a great job keeping himself square. It's always interesting seeing the younger guys and just the way that their bodies just almost molded to be each person versus someone who was a wrestler that later the body just doesn't move the same way.
Beautiful triangle by the right hand.
And there's the grip. And there's the tap. Ben Kelly drops the hammer. Winner by submission via triangle choke. That makes the 16-year-old 2-0 here inside the circle. Ben Kelly, your winner by submission. Great job there as we're talking about it. He immediately throws up that triangle, finds the finish. Great stuff there from Ben Kelly.
Only 2 minutes too.
Yeah, absolutely. And for those of you at home, don't worry. You won't miss him. He's coming back in a couple matches. Don't worry. But of course, we welcome back Jillian coming off her big win. 16.
16, yes.
Is that your doing? You're the reason? You can take it. She won't say it. She's taking the credit.
I know.
Only 16-year-olds can have that hair.
Right? He's got that hair, yes.
Yes, that is one day someone will make him cut that hair. But for now, it's his.
It's like I'm jealous. Look, I'm here with like the short, corgi legs, and he's the one. He's got the lanky limbs where he can do all the cool triangles and buggy chokes and all the things that the kids love these days.
No better way to start than 2-0, 2 submissions. We now move on to our next fight. We have Frank Giammarino up against Ben.
Ready? Come on.
Frank in our all black, all gray, whatever you want to call it, goes full guard right away. Up against Ben Shelton in our green and black.
Yeah, Frank has got a 3-2 record here at HCS. And Ben, 1-0 record. Fight for tomorrow. We saw him recently on a team duel, where Fight for Tomorrow was victorious at their team duel.
Ben contributing there with his win there. Frank, a pretty active competitor. He's here with our main event, Brandon Smith. They both got a Dante Rivera. They're a team that's frequently inside the circle, frequently looking to compete, get after it. Ben's fun fact was that you know him.
Yes.
That was his fun fact I got today.
I do. Fight for Tomorrow is one of the gyms that I cross-train at. Teaching there, it's got a great relationship. That's good. And also another fun fact, Ben is also a teenager, so we got 2 back-to-back Ben teenagers here on this card.
Fight for Tomorrow currently in position for our academy season to get that invite to the playoff. So some competition left for that, but at the end of the day, they would be invited to join that playoff there.
And also, I have to share the fun fact that Crown Kings is currently number 1.
Yeah, very dominant performance.
And you saw Ben Kelly there as well. He was part of that team.
He was part of it. He had a buggy.
He did. He had a buggy joke. Love it.
If you can try to pull it
Andrew and I were just talking about when you see a team competing in jiu-jitsu who's been doing it for a while, there's something different about the way their body moves versus someone who got into it in life, or they did different martial art and got it transitioned over. It just seems that the way they move, like the way we saw Ben's legs in the last one. Well, that was deep. Oh, but Ben gives the thumbs up, saying, "I'm all right."
But
that is deep.
Also got to fight the hands here.
Push away the hips. Now he's transitioning the hands.
Yeah, especially with
There you go.
When he pops his head out, his thumbs up was correct. But yeah, there's just something. It feels like they started an age to be molded versus where when you get older, you kind of just have to work with what your body can give you, and there they can make their body what they want.
Yeah, definitely. And I think sometimes you might see a huge difference between the 16-year-old blue belt and a 30-year-old blue belt. So,
Also, the way jiu-jitsu is, you can't advance to a certain belt until you're 18, so they might be a blue belt for forever.
yeah, especially I believe it's 15 or 16 now. So you get a blue belt. It's like you get those teenagers that you've been training for 10 years. And it's like really bad.
And now you'll see kids starting 4, 5 years old. So those kids, by the time they get to 16, are monsters.
Right, we got 1 minute left here. You see Ben is inside of Frank's close guard here again. He's trying to work, grips on like the armpits and the hips, trying to work his way up. But Frank's doing a great job of just keeping him inside of that close guard.
Let's work some butterfly. Watch your arm here.
I'm not sure of their roster yet, but I have to think Frank will be a part of the Dante Rivera team that'll be at HES 28.
Stagger your stance and work your knee up the middle. Watch the
Oh,
arm.
we got an armbar attempt, but
Quickly pivots away.
yeah, Ben is
Short
able
time
to
here, 10 seconds to
pull that
go.
on out quickly.
You got 10
10
seconds.
seconds.
Go, 10, Frank. Just so flat. There you go.
With that, we are going to overtime, our second overtime of the day. Liking the split so far, sub overtime. There is no stall here, so we will go to a coin flip. Frank chooses defense, and Ben chooses the arm. The arm's always the position where I always feel it's the more aggressive approach. It's high risk, high reward, whereas the back you get that control element.
Especially if you're not running out of fight time, then this is the perfect time to go for that arm. Yeah, so Frank immediately starts to right, so he's making it really uncomfortable. He's got all of Ben's weight just on his shoulders. Nice little
Post with the knee there.
Yep, knee there, knee post. I mean, it's competition, so that happens.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't throw the knee, it's all right.
Yeah, exactly. You can just place it on the face.
Ben with the head. Ben with the head nod saying, my face is all right. Halfway through, 30 seconds to go.
So I'd like to see Ben maybe like
Now he-
press Frank's elbow away.
And this is an
instead of
impressive
just trying to
ride with when choosing the arm. He's already 40 seconds in.
I mean, he could ride this out
Yeah.
for an arm. Like, that would be...
I'd
Dude,
be
we don't
impressed.
see
You
that very
don't see it often. You don't see a full ride, but we are 10 seconds left. They can't slam.
You can't see him.
Come on.
He definitely...
4 seconds, Ben.
And that is the ride out. An impressive ride out from the arm. Maybe Ben used something we didn't.
All right.
Interesting.
What?
All right, so Frank is
Frank
electing to
chooses
take
the
the
back.
back here.
He does have to ride him out to go to the second. He does have to ride him out to go to the second ADCC. A submission would win. Any escape here from Ben would be the win. That's one hook still. We're good. That's an escape, but chokes out. And that's the escape. Ben Shelton, your winner in overtime by escape. Ben Shelton with his second victory inside the circle. The teenagers making a name for themselves.
Back-to-back teenage Bens.
You don't want to go up against a teenage Ben here inside the circle. We'll keep it moving right along. We'll go to our fifth matchup. We will have Eric Howe up against, I lost my page, Grant Gellsbach. Eric Howe up against Grant Gellsbach. Eric Howe in the blue and black USA top up against Grant in the all black.
Right. Eric Howe, he's got a winning record here at HCS, so goes right for that double-leg immediately. But
He is a
Grant was
Division
able
I
to-
wrestler from Franklin and Marshall, so to be expected.
But you saw two things that Grant did pretty well. He tried to reverse it, so he ended up on top, but he's got an arm and guillotine now that he's trying to work. But Eric's doing a great job of tripoding up, putting his forehead to the mat to alleviate some of that choking pressure. But you can see Grant's also working his legs up too, so he might try to transition to another type of offensive attack, maybe like a triangle.
Head is now free.
And Grant here, he's a debuter. Welcome. Say welcome to the circle. It's not a circle today, though.
Our square circle we have going.
Oh, we got an armbar attempt here, but Eric pulls that arm free. Oh, he's going to sit on a straight ankle here. Oh, we got a tap.
Oh, and that's the submission. And I saw them doing that in warm-up because Eric Howe drops the hammer, winner by submission. The wrestler with a submission, moving to 2-0 inside the circle. Eric Howe, winner by submission. And that was an impressive submission there from Eric. I saw them rolling with his coach earlier. They were asking questions about the twist versus the straight. We're wondering about the knee ba, as his coach was calling it, the knee ba. And he came out and he hit it. And we keep our streak alive of sub-overtime, so we'll see what happens here as we move over to Billy Liamero up against Andrew Zernovack. And this will be a pro exhibition. Billy has made the jump to pro recently. Andrew was in our wild card event to compete for pro. They both agreed, so we're going to go pro rule 6 minutes here for the two of them. We welcome them inside the circle, but they are no strangers. This is one of our more experienced matchups we have today. And any of our HES fans should know either of these names as they're here frequently. Billy Liamero from Pure MMA. 0-3 as a pro, but he's 10-5 overall, so he had a very impressive amateur record. He's gone up against some beasts in the pro level. Up against Andrew here, 4-2 out of Black Hole. Both out of teams that are always here, both of them always here, so hopefully we'll see some gameplay with the rules.
Yeah, so since this is pro rules, it's a 6 minutes match. It's
And we
like,
do twisting,
yep.
both of the spine and the leg.
So it looks like Andrew's kind of attempting an arm and guillotine, kind of switched off to an anaconda there. Ooh, looks like we're getting a
Billy's
bogey.
favorite attempt. He talks about it all the
Got a bogey
time.
by Billy. Except for Andrew is doing a great job of just pressuring him on top. So it was allowing Billy to get that second leg in to create the bottom.
Minute in, 5 to go.
Butterfly.
Andrew being coached in the corner by Marissa Michelli, women's champion. Her seminar live on our YouTube. For those of you watching and interested, go check out that video. She did a great job there with the seminar.
Great. Andrew's very heavy here on top in half guard. Billy's got this lockdown from the bottom. And now Billy switches off to the knee shield.
Keep his shoulders flat.
Yeah, Andrew's trying to tripod up using his laces to get that other leg free.
Big breath from someone, not sure which.
Beautiful.
As you can see, they're playing on the boundary there. We are still very in bounds over there. So to our fans there lounging, be on the ready.
Head and arm, keep his shoulders flat. To the mat.
It's very interesting by Billy. He's usually when you're the bottom person, you try and create some space from the bottom, but he's holding on to the head, also kind of creating a shoulder crunch there as well. So it looks like he's probably going to try and go for some kind of choke from the bottom. Oh, looks like
Good transition there from Billy.
From that lockdown.
Hand close in.
And as you'll see with our pro matches, they are a bit longer as we're just now hitting the halfway point. Still 3 minutes to go here in our opening period.
Right. Andrew's playing this butterfly half game, trying to pass the arm across. Ooh, nice wrestle up there.
Good, Andrew. Stay on top.
With a good job there, avoiding being swept.
Stay on top.
Yeah,
Pass the leg.
Billy just gave him a little too much space. Ooh, looks like he's going right into mount here. He's trying to set up a head and arm choke.
Head and arm, flatten out.
He's trying to get Billy's back flat on the mat so that he can lower his head and start to use his head to pressure Billy's shoulder in there.
What's that post for Billy doing?
So he's pushing the, except he's got to watch out of his shoulder lock there too. It's putting the hand over the head. Sometimes you see, like, it's called the answering the phone defense, where if you can put the hand closer to your own ear, then it just alleviates some of the pressure that you're pushing your shoulder into your neck. And so Andrew uses that head and arm choke to chair sit to a back take.
Billy doing a good job fighting that off so far.
Yeah, Andrew still only has one hook
But there it is.
That's the second one in.
Thought Billy was going to get out of the position there. Good job by Andrew getting that hook in.
Yeah.
Back to full.
You have a minute 45 to work, Andrew. You're holding great. And try to
Andrew's still really heavy on top here. Great pressure by him in the middle position. Billy's trying to push on the knee.
We're still in.
Ooh, might have an armbar, a possible armbar.
Now Billy's smart there. His defense is to just move his legs out. And we are out of bounds. And that's the savviness that comes with it. You know you're in danger. It's not fleeing the next, it's just moving your foot.
Yep.
So it's a good tactic there to get out of bounds, reset. But we were in a dominant position, so we will start in top turtle.
Yeah, so here, Andrew's getting both hooks in. Looks like Billy didn't have a chance to get grips on the arms and stand up before Andrew just hooked right on his back.
And I will say, Billy's been on the defense the whole time. Andrew's been pushing the pace and everything. Billy does look to be the fresher of the two. Maybe that's part of his strategy here, knowing what the overtimes will look like, because Andrew has definitely been putting a lot of effort here throughout this opening 6.
Yeah, and so Andrew here has got he's got one of Billy's arms strapped. He could switch off to either a triangle or an armbar here.
get 45 seconds.
He's got 45 seconds to work. Let's see if he can possibly get a finish off of this. He's trying to break Billy's arm away from his body. trying to go back into just the regular control here. So he's got 2 hooks in. He's trying to use his leg to trap his arm. So if you trap an arm with your leg, then that's just one less arm that they can use to defend chokes.
15 left here. Now he has shown a very good ability to ride Billy, so that could prove very good for him in the EBI.
Yeah. And we haven't seen,
And yeah,
Billy take the back or anything yet, so we're going to see what he has in his overtime rounds.
we go to overtime. I will say on Billy's behalf here, he's been here before. He knows what they're about, so hopefully his game plan of saving a little energy is going to pay off for him. So far, and it's been all Andrew. Andrew on offense takes the back.
Ready? Come on.
All right, here we go.
Really good job clearing the hook already.
Yeah, he already cleared the hook.
And
Yep, so the seatbelt grip is clear.
and then there it is. That's a quick escape from Billy.
12 seconds. But right, it does not count. But
Bodes well if we get there again. Billy on the back now here. Billy, very long.
Mhm.
Every time he's in the circle, he's always the longest competitor.
Ready? Come on.
We're underway. Let's see if he switches to that body triangle. Yep, as to expected. And now this is where that fatigue might set in. You're tired. Your opponent gets a body triangle in right away. That's a lot to deal with. Does a good job clearing it though.
Yeah, Andrew's doing a great job of using his legs because you see Billy he's got that seatbelt grip in and he does not want to let that go. He's keeping upper body control super tight. Andrew's doing a great job of using his legs to try and get his hips a little free. So I think he's already cleared the body triangle that Billy had on him.
Just noticed that Billy's wearing a young buggy rash guard, so maybe calling his shot. I don't know. 20 seconds. Andrew's going to have to get moving if he wants to extend this.
Yeah, because I mean, you could just see like Billy's he's just trying to hold this on.
Also, Andrew's first time in the pro set, so the time it could be just a matter of the time got to him, because as we hit 3 seconds remaining, that will be a rideout for Billy Liamero, and that is his first pro victory for Billy. There he gets on the board, 11 overall. Billy Liamero, your winner here inside the circle. Great for Billy to have to get that monkey off his back, finally get that first pro win out of the way, and he'll look to improve that moving forward. We'll move into our last prelim before we get to our team duels. We're going to have Anthony Frost versus Philip Okoh. Our referee taking a sip of his, no free ads, his sports drink. His sports drink.
Signing. So I don't know what's going on.
And we are good, and we'll move over to Anthony Frost versus Philip Okoh. Anthony Frost in the precision green, as we're calling Philip Okoh, with the old natural shirtless look today inside the circle. Philip Okoh making his debut. All the way from Maryland, drove up today for this.
Yeah, from Crazy 88 there. Very legit gym down in Maryland. I have to say, I just commentated a match.
Nice shot there from
Last
Anthony.
weekend, and Philip was impressive last week.
This is Philip's 4th week in a row competing. So he definitely likes to stay active. Nice shot defense here from Philip, as Anthony's been very aggressive at that single leg. Anthony, of course, out of precision, 1-0 from that team duel event.
I mean, Anthony, he is a very active competitor as well. Ooh, Anthony tries to shoot in for that single leg ankle kick.
Back up. Yes. That's what we're doing today.
Philip's on the head.
Nice.
A little bit of a nice sweep.
And I got to be honest, Philip looks quite strong.
That leg
I
up.
wouldn't want to deal with all that myself, but you know what? And Anthony, Army veteran, I'm sure he's used to tougher.
Yeah, so Anthony does a great job of not allowing Philip to get over his head. Ooh, we're seeing the straight ankle.
Way down.
Has to stay straight.
His grip is a little
That foot off your hip, off your hips. There you go.
Ooh, Philip tries to recover that single leg X position. Ooh, he's going belly down with it.
Doing a good job rolling here.
That leg off his feet off you.
And that's
it's a
the tap. Philip Okoh drops the hammer. Your winner by submission here inside the circle for his debut. Philip Okoh by submission, and we keep the streak alive. Sub overtime, which we'll have to break because we're going to our team duel. Our team duel is going to be up next as Philip Okoh walks off victorious. We'll head over to our academy season. We will have
Most exciting thing in grappling.
our academy season. We are going to have Revel Jiu-Jitsu up against Ocean County Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
It'll be Revel Jiu-Jitsu up against Ocean County Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu as they meet in the circle here, shaking hands. Ocean County, a little problem on the way here today. Their car broke down on the way in. Hopefully that doesn't throw them off too much. Again, this is a part of our academy season here. Our team duel format, we think, separates us from the rest. Our standings going into this, as Jillian mentioned, Underground Kings in the league with the 12. Top 9 are going to make the playoff here. So a lot to be had here, a lot of points in between, a lot of opportunity for our competitors here today. Look at our rosters here. As Josh explains the coin toss, we'll kick it over there. Revel won the toss and will send out second here. They've been second in the first, third, and fifth matchup. Ocean County will send out second in the second and fourth matchup. The teams had a combined weight of 900 pounds. 950, but
What's your name?
the 950 combined is just for the 950 combined is just for weigh-ins. It's now absolute here. They can send anyone out in any order.
Ready? Come on.
We are underway. We have Phil Warback up against Paul Galabi, right?
Yes.
Paul Galabi versus Phil Warback here. Phil Warback in the black, red, and blue. Paul in the all black.
Yeah, almost. Difference between these guys as well. Right? All weighed in at 190, all weighed in at 158.
And that was choice for Revel. They sent out second, so they're confident in the skills of the lighter competitor.
Yeah, I mean, looking at Revel's team and looking at the weights, they range from 129 to 212 pounds. So they have a very large spread of weights of their team today.
And that's what happens when you have a couple bigger competitors. You're going to have to weigh in some lighter guys. So we've seen both strategies of teams trying to keep everything pretty uniform. Everyone's around the same 175 pounds. We've seen it before where we've had monsters alongside tiny boys. So it all depends.
Right, so Phil's got a grip on the leg here. So he's either going to use it to sweep him over, or really wants to come in. He's in a single leg X, going for a straight ankle here. He's trying to get a nice bite underneath. Doesn't quite have control of his leg currently.
That's a stall for the illegal move there. You can't, again, still amateur rules here. No twisting leg locks. First is a warning. Again, it will apply in overtime.
Yeah, so basically it's straight ankles. No twisting, knee bars, things like that. So no heel looks, no forwards.
So let's go 2 on 1 on that. Over. So Phil, we're just game here.
Yeah, we see Phil trying to move under here.
Hey, keep the lockdown grip. Start switching your hips underneath.
Doesn't quite have him locked down, but he's going for like a deep half. It looks like trying to pull in Paul's outside foot. It looks like he might sweep him, not quite sweep him over, but it looks like Paul might, or Phil might come out on top. So he might take him backwards and come out on top. We've got about a minute and a half left here.
Let's go. So, put your hips down. Good here.
If you're watching at home, a submission in this opening period would be 3 team points. An overtime submission would be 2 team points. Any other method of victory. All of these team points accumulate, and that's how we project our standing. So even if you were to lose, if you put up a lot of points, you still put yourself in a good place to make that playoff, as we have a minute here to go.
All on top, looks like he's trying to make his darts here. He's trying to get his right arm really underneath Phil's armpits. Then also Phil at the bottom, he's working this deep half position. And looks like he might get that leg free. He's just holding on, like barely his foot is in there.
There's a chance we might have some cross-training here from Frank and Brandon Smith out of Dr. Rivera as they're coaching up the Ocean County team. Separate here with 30 seconds left.
2 hands on the back of your knees, start scooping and go high. Let's go. Start going under. Start going under. Swim through. Now, Phil.
10 seconds left.
Hey, Phil, let go of that. Your right leg scoops the far leg.
And if we're going to count the team goals here, the trend continues as we head to overtime.
Hey, Phil.
Revel had the choice, as the same with the send. They get that first choice there. They choose defense, and Phil takes the back. Again, time does not matter here in our first eval. And we're underway. Already one hook out.
Yeah, he just switched to it.
Oh, looks like he's getting around the chin there, but Paul doing a good job fighting the hands.
Now he has to worry about the neck. He's not worried about the feet. Anytime he drops his hands, that starts saying the jump.
Looks like it might be getting tighter.
He was at the shoulder. He doesn't quite have the lock in, but he does have his hand on the shoulder.
And he fights his other hook back inside. 30 seconds.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Push up on that elbow to create just a little bit of space.
Go body time on it. Don't rush it.
20 seconds, 20 seconds.
15.
That's
That's tight. 10 seconds. He separated for that brief split second, got one breath, and I think that's saved him there from being submitted. But Phil does ride him out there, so an escape does win here. Sub would win as always. Ride out, send us to our second. And we are underway. Also on his Paul, also on his back. Yep.
It looked like Paul was trying to switch off the body triangle, but against a much bigger opponent, couldn't quite switch the body triangle. He got crossed, so now kind of left a lot of room for Phil to start escaping with his hips out to the side.
There's the push away, fights him off, and he is escaped. That is an escape for Phil Forback as he takes the win and a 1-0 lead for Ocean County BJJ. 1-0 lead there.
Chris Diaz on his 23rd.
And that's a call out. We got a call out. Phil Forback calling out our cameraman today.
See you there, my brother. Revel said 1-0. Ocean County. Let's go.
I'm going to get 1-0. Ocean County BJJ as Revel will send our Tyler Madison.
Which Tyler?
Yeah, Tyler Madison up against Sal Fossum. Yeah, the other Tyler
The
is
other was
120
129
pounds.
My bad.
Yeah, we're good to go.
Let's go, Tyler. Let's go, see. Let's go, hand fight.
1-0 Ocean County BJJ. Sal in the black and gray. Nice drag into it. Nice shot. He might have had a wrestler here. Good front head position there from Tyler. And we put the big boys in.
Tyler was able to throw those hips down.
And if you're Revel, this is kind of the only You had 2 guys over 200 pounds, so potentially could have worked out. But when you see Savvy, got to send out a strong guy.
Right. And Tyler Madison weighed in at 200 pounds, and he was coming in as one of the bigger guys on his team. Yet
And he still looks somehow small. Yeah.
Right? I don't know if they were expecting that today. All right.
Nice scramble. Around the neck. And it pops his head out. And that's why at HCS we love the team environment. You can tell when you transition from your super fights to the team, the energy just picks up right away. There's a lot more investment that goes on when you get your teams inside here.
You have your team backing you. They're all excited. I mean, it just gets louder in here.
Hey, posture up.
Crowd pumps.
Secret from the underarms. Go body lock. Go smash that. Make him really right away here.
Looks like Tyler might be thinking about transitioning to like a Kimura here.
Go, Tyler. Get that body lock.
I mean, Sal didn't really have any type of sense of urgency to try to get out of his guard.
No, he did not. Which is interesting because you saw from the takedown to the beginning, South clearly wanted to be on top.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this is not the type of top.
And that was a lot of aggressive scrambling to start there, a lot of high-paced action. You got your bigger boys. Fatigue immediately becomes a problem most of the time. So potentially what we're doing here, conserving a little bit of energy before we see another explosion.
Go, Tyler.
Sal in control of Tyler's arms on the body.
I can't see. He's got him kind of like posted on it, but his arms out now.
Go, Tyler.
Yeah, he had him like posted on the side almost when he's wearing the weight on it.
Yeah, Tyler's still.
The legs are open here. That's the time. You step there and he separates.
Yeah, he did step over, but he chose to disengage.
Yeah.
Trying to control some legs.
And now we're in half. And that's a lot of weight.
That's a lot of weight. And that happens right there, especially with
And now we get to full. That's a lot to carry. Nice bump, but it skips. And that might just be a skip.
I know that is. That's a nice smother he's got going.
Hey, Smothers Mill. His hands are up, start moving up to high now.
Except he doesn't have Tyler's head, so Tyler
Let's go, Tyler.
so it's not. Mother's milk.
There you go.
Nice bump again. Good hips again.
Still like that.
If Sal wants to go for that smother, he needs to have
Hey, we're not getting anything right here. Don't waste your energy.
to control both sides.
Start covering his knees.
And he needs to put like the forearms next to
30
his
seconds,
hands.
go. Watch your weight. Yeah, right there. 30 seconds. Let's go, brother. Don't waste your energy.
Good job getting his head posted to the side there.
Hands are up, start going to that round.
But this is extremely tiring as well for Tyler, just carrying all that weight. We have 10 seconds left here.
He's a very big boy.
Hey, that Americana in the air. Look at his arms extended. Look at
And
his
this
arms.
bodes well for the second overtime if we were to go there. Is
2 seconds.
Sal's demonstrating that ability to go ahead to overtime. The streak is broken, but again, I said we're not counting the academy season, so we'll pretend it hasn't been broken yet. Oh, the coin's rolling. The coin's rolling. There it is. Sal wins the toss. He chooses defense. He chooses. And Tyler chooses the arm. You can choose either side and choose arm.
I mean, anybody does jiu-jitsu, you have a good side and a bad side. Right, so he does, except for his leg is really over his
Yeah,
he
set up a little slap at the
yeah,
start, but
corrected it.
quick response. Maybe anticipated, maybe not the fastest movement off the whistle.
Yeah, he's trying to use his heel to disconnect that.
And he broke the grip. And that is a escape here.
Hey, you can get it.
Sal chooses the back here.
Hey, breathe.
We're underway. The rideout does win it. And a submission wins it. Tyler needs to escape to extend all overtime.
Hey, keep him there. Keep him there. No, keep him there.
Keep your head to the floor, Tyler. Head to the floor.
You see Tyler is trying to get the hips out to the side. Sal's doing a great job. He's keeping that top leg extended so that Tyler can't continue squeezing the hips out.
30 seconds.
You walk your head to the back. 30 seconds.
You got 25, Stylo. Go.
Keep on there. You got it. You got 20 seconds, Tyler. Get your head to the back. You got a third.
And again, there's a 3-second transition period, so
You got 15. Go.
Yes, go.
10 seconds got to get out the next 7.
Let's go.
And now we head past 3. That's going to be our ride out here for Sal. And another victory for Ocean County BJJ as they will move to 2-0. 2-0 Ocean County BJJ.
2-0 Ocean County.
It's 2-0 Ocean County as we will head into our third matchup here. Another grueling duel there from both. Ocean County sends first. Jaden. We will have Jaden Martin
We have Henry.
up against Henry Dakina. Jaden Martin for Ocean County BJJ up against Henry Dakina of Revel.
So we got Jaden weighed in at 188 pounds and Henry weighed in at 212. So he is the largest competitor from the Revel team.
Go, hand fight. Hey, that low guy is there. He's extending. Who's got better flow?
Jaden. That was a good stop there from Henry. Nice explosion to start from Jaden, but Henry was able to get the right away.
Yeah, I think maybe Jaden was thinking about trying to pull into maybe like a single leg X, but Henry just ended up right in the bounce. And now he's got hips are low.
And pops it down the rolls through on his back though. Hooks are in as we're on the boundary. And we go out of bounds. Hooks were in there on the back, so we have a dominant position. And he chooses top turtle here for the restart. And you can tell the energy, we got some scrapping going on. And he right to his hooks. Some smooth transition work from Henry so far. And that's the thing about this team format this sport. Although County's up 2-0, they're also only up 2 points to nothing. One submission ties it up and takes the lead. Now.
Looks like he's trying to get that head underneath for that choke.
It does look like Jaden's rather strong, but Henry's just great control.
He's keeping his hips low.
30-pound difference there or so. Oh, he's about down there. Oh, a good roll there. But he's on his back. The transition work for him has been impressive. Yep. 2 minutes.
Breathe, Dave, breathe.
It's okay, Henry. It's okay. Keep that posture right. You got 90 seconds.
Hey, Henry. Yo, let's see where he stands. Let's go. Get a knee in there.
Pass the elbow across, Henry. Push right to the side. Push left to right, Henry. Yeah, nice.
backs away and says, let's get to our feet. Warren there for almost a stall. You can't back with too long.
James trying to get leg control here.
Watch your legs.
Step over there from Jaden.
And Henry looks comfortable about it in any position he's been in so far.
Just like a wrestling shot, snap his head and go side. Pop your right, Jaden, pop your right. It's okay. Elbows inside, elbows inside. Get on there. Get his arms extended.
Henry's close guard
Posture
here.
high, posture high. You have 40 seconds, Henry. Keep posture. Let's center our feet here. Posture up. You have 30 seconds.
Hey, Secret.
Jaden has done a good job responding here from the beginning, where it looked like it was all Henry. Although it's been neutral, it's been definitely more competitive on the Jaden side as we've transitioned to the back half of this period, where the first half was all Henry.
Hey, Secret.
Right guard. His guard's open now.
10 seconds.
Jaden could back out.
Hey, work.
Great. 10 seconds left.
And that looks like another overtime. That's 3 matches in the team duel, 3 overtimes.
Hey, breathe.
Ocean County wins the toss. His coach pleading with him to defend. And he obliges. Henry chooses the back. And Henry did a good job controlling the positions he was in.
It's like
And he regathers.
he was maybe thinking about that body triangle.
Arm to the other side.
On the other side. On the other side.
He still doesn't quite have the body triangle, but he has the foot up to the side. Doesn't quite have it locked in. Henry does have that hook kind of on the outside leg.
Get your shoulder. Turn that head.
Yeah, Jaden's options here. It's turning into a hook,
He's almost there.
to do. And he's got that hook on that side. Now switching over to this side, much safer.
And there's the body triangle. He slips it out.
Don't turn away. Shoulder to the
We
back.
got 15 here.
His legs ropes out.
Other way.
By Henry. 10 seconds left.
Hold your shoulder blades to me.
5 seconds here. And that is going to be a ride out for Henry Takina. Henry rides him out in the opening period here. Sets himself up in a great spot.
Salmerón.
Control him first.
Jaden will also choose the back here. Not too surprised on that one.
Yeah, it's smart considering he needs to either get the ride out himself or slip back in for the win.
And Henry immediately starts storming away. Already gets a second mat. Head on, kicks in. And never fully locked up the head on. That is that quick escape for Henry Takina, and that is the victory for Revel as they get on the board here. 2-1 Ocean County BJJ. Henry winner by escape gets the point for Revel.
2-1.
It's going to be 2-1 Ocean County BJJ as we head into our 4th matchup here. Revel sends out first. Revel sending out our smallest competitor, Tyler Millis. Tyler Millis is going to go up against Angel Santiago. We got Angel Santiago here against Tyler Millis. Battle of our smaller boys here, both in the all black. Tyler has the, what do we call those leggings? I know we don't call them that. The leg spats.
There you go.
I always love transitioning from big to little. I love transitioning from big to little. And the thing is, they can probably keep this going the entire time.
Love it. Angel's trying to force the back.
That was doing a great job here.
His legs. His phenomenal.
Wrestling took a hell of a dump on Kade there. Didn't take it.
Headlock position.
Maybe we'll feel this match tomorrow.
Already is phenomenal. He's trying to get his, if he can get his head free, he's got a back. But, I mean,
That's smothering grip here from Angel.
oh.
If he pops his head out and ends up on his back, this is going to fix. And he does. That was crazy work by Tyler. Coach with the positive words of affirmation for Tyler.
Nice defense there, Angel.
We got blood. I think I see some blood on someone's hand. Angel lets his team know that Revel took it out of him.
You hear that at home, maybe he's not playing him. He said, I'm tired. I mean, look, you're halfway done with this match. What a pace. Like, I want to stop the action. It's fine. It's fine. I think it just maybe was just a little bit on the back. It's just not a big deal. It was like something that was like continuously leading. Right?
Angel's definitely seemed a little reserved here to catch his breath. We'll say that.
He's trying to work his way to anything he can get. He's trying to force maybe like a triangle, mounted triangle, but Angel was able to get one knee in here, push him up to the half guard position.
Hey, be careful there.
And he has that underhook.
Bring that arm out, nice.
Hey, look at it. Let's go, Tyler.
An army Jitsu.
Wrestle up.
Maybe switching off to a straight ankle lock here. He's trying to create some space so that he can.
And he rolls through nicely there. We should see how hard he attacks his submission. He definitely seems like a little bit of a breather. 20 seconds. Great transition to this one. It's inside there. That's deep. 8 seconds. We have blood time now for Angel as we'll go get that nose cleaned up real quick. We're getting it pulled over. Might be a blessing for Angel that his nose is bleeding here. He can catch his breath.
It's just a little bit. It's fine.
Blood is a paid actor.
Oh, listen, I wrestled tonight. My nose can bleed on command when I needed to breathe. We will be heading to overtime here, and I'm excited to see this overtime. I'll say that. Both going to their corners, getting a little coaching here. What time? Yeah. Unlike wrestling, we do allow coaching here while we're getting the blood cleaned up because we don't have the manpower to stop it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
He didn't make an attempt to wipe that. Got a plugger in it? He'll clean it up later, he says.
Escape the back first, all right? Escape the back. 2 2-on-1 on the overhead side. 2-on-1.
Choosing defense. Tyler takes the back.
Just like we do in practice.
Sorry to swap. Angel said, I wanted offense on the back, and that's where we go. We're underway.
Chin on the shoulder. Chin on the shoulder. Get your chin on the shoulder.
Oh, that's a quick escape from Tyler. Already cleared the hook. Yeah, good job following there from Jaden. And he almost got a weird body. And there's the escape from Tyler. 18 seconds. This time does not matter.
You also have to clear your own shoulders too, so even his hips were turned over, he still had to turn his shoulders in.
We're underway. And we'll need to find an escape to extend this. See if he has the energy to do it. Body triangle right away from Tyler, though.
Body triangle, that was interesting. Right, he's only got one hook right now. I mean,
now it's open again. And that is the escape here as we will go to our second overtime. First one of our team duel format. We'll go to our ADCs here. 3 minutes on the clock. First to a dominant position will win. Now, this is where that Tyler does not look tired at all. And he was getting to the dominant position there. So we'll see if he can use that here.
he's taking some deep breaths.
This is where that sweet game of Tyler's going to come into play.
He
He does clear that first leg, but those legs are bending. Oh, he's off to the side, but he's got to get. He's not there. Nope. We're scrambling. His arms underneath there, blocking him from being dominant. Now he's got to be careful here of getting his own back. We're rolling through. He's just definitely 30 seconds. You need to get both hooks here. Needs both hooks. Yeah, Muscio always wins. He's doing a good job understanding that he's tired of keeping himself in back. That's one hook still. Only one. He does have a choke up top. We're in half guard. That's nothing yet. But still a lot of time on the clock, not even halfway through. The Ocean County team trying to drag the energy out of Angel. Pressure on the shoulder there. Almost aside now. Nothing yet. He's framing. Nothing yet. Angel somehow exhausted down the way, but maintaining his spots. He's got his own hook underneath there. Nothing yet. Oh, he has to pop his leg out on top. Angel does a good job of locking down on that leg. There's a minute left.
Heavy pressure. We got 129 pound frame, but he's like heavy thoughts right now. So we can pull that leg frame.
8.5 minutes in. Still got that leg there.
He's got to be careful.
Hanging on by a thread on that leg. 30 seconds. He feels like Tyler can just slide his legs. It doesn't even feel that tight yet. But now he's on top. Nope. Outside. Nope. Now it is. Maybe. Knee shields up. Good job by Tyler fighting that off. He needs 2 hooks though. He needs 2. And there it is. Angel back from the dead. Finds the last bit of energy in his body to get the dominant position with just 4 seconds on the clock. And that is the win for Angel Santiago. And another point for Ocean County BJJ as it'll be 3-1 heading in to our final matchup here. 3-1.
3-1, Ocean County.
Chris Sykes.
We got Chris Sykes for Ocean County up against Samit for Revel. 1 point won't do it for Revel. Revel's gonna have to find
Let's go, Chris.
a submission here in order to win. The submission will be the tiebreaker as well, as there has been none. Samit pulls guard right away. Samit, one of our smaller players as well. They saved both their smaller players for the end here.
It's still almost a 30-pound weight
Yes.
between these two.
Chris Sykes, 160. Right on, like you can't twist though. Samit says no. I don't know if he meant it or if that was just for a clip for TikTok later, but either way. Sykes twisted his own leg.
That can be tough. Like,
Yeah.
it's very risky to try and roll your way out of a straight ankle because your opponent could just go, if they can go better down with it, it just makes it tough.
He does successfully get out.
Chris is spamming the leg
Yeah.
locks. Like, it's pretty obvious what he's going for.
Clearly got another wrestler here. Goes back to the leg lock.
Hit both into it. Gotta hit both into it.
It's just tough to hit these at the amateur level when you can't twist.
Pass that shit across.
Yeah, when you go for straight ankle, you have to be more mindful of controlling the rest of the leg.
Yeah.
Got like a face shove there.
Back to the other leg. See if that one works better. Another great job of clearing it. Speed hasn't looked uncomfortable in any of these spots yet.
Chris is just doing a great job of just using his arms as frames just to keep distance. Like he's not allowing Samit to just walk in any type of guard from the bottom. Now he's finally in a closed guard position.
And if you're Ocean County, although just not giving up submission wins this, you only have 3 points. So when you're looking at the academy season, the playoff, you do want to accumulate points. So Chris does have to have in the back of his mind, submission is still the best thing I can be doing, balancing that risk versus reward.
Or KO on the side. Clear KO side.
Pretty sure I heard it was called for an RKO, which would be a WWE move. I don't know if they have a special name for it here at Revel. But
Yes.
Got the legs
Hell yeah.
trying to get belly down. He does have a lot of really great control.
Your
It's
hands high.
here.
Watch your foot. Let's go, Sadiq. Yes, go, Sadiq.
that's what.
Kick out. Weight on her foot. Let's go. Weight. Come up to it. Feel up the hip. You gotta get weight on your foot. Yes.
And he disengaged.
You can see Samit is just very comfortable just staying in the bottom position here. So Samit's got this trying to raise weight in that K guard position.
Get the under. Get that under from half guard. Get chest to chest and half guard. Get the under.
Of
Get
course,
that under.
it's a share by
Get
this one
that
day
under.
moment.
Chest to chest and half guard.
Watch fun.
There's a little lackadaisical on that disengagement speed attacking.
Push that knee. Push that foot down. Push it down.
Yeah, now throw your other leg over that side.
Shit, stay with your feet.
30 seconds. Under, knee toward.
No, fine. Watch it.
To the ankle. Let's go. 20 seconds. Nice. You're good. 20 seconds. You're good.
Hey, cross your legs here.
15 seconds here.
Triangle.
Open period.
Oh,
Separates, gets his arm out.
Yes,
Sits for the leg again.
Yep.
Let me try one last time here.
Bring everything to your
He looks pretty chill.
Chest confused as what Samit's legs be doing.
Like, does he have ligaments there? Who knows?
Hey, what the fuck?
Samit chooses the back after Chris takes defense.
Hold on that overhook side. 2 and 1 on that overhook side.
We are underway. Body
Hold
triangle.
on the overhook side.
Triangle here.
Hold to your right side. Your right side. Push back your left foot.
And again, submission still in play for that team win.
There you go. Flow to your right side. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Body triangle switch.
Watch it. Keep going. Keep going.
That is a escape for Chris Sykes. Puts himself in pretty good position for the team here.
Back.
But again, if Smeet gets out here, we're going to 3 more minutes. And Smeet doesn't look like he's moving at all. A couple deep breaths here from Chris.
Get your knees. Chest glued to his back. Chin on his shoulder. Chin on his shoulder.
We're underway.
Just hold him, Chris. Just hold him, Chris.
Already cleared one of the legs.
All you can do is hold him. Just hold him here.
Another 30 pounds. The strength doesn't play a factor in the ride out.
Definitely does, especially when you got someone who's just trying to hold on
Yep.
and hope they can just get some ride out time.
40 seconds.
Someone's got
Chris able to get his other boot back in at least. So
Oh, he has a bite.
he missed the body.
Hold it. You got it. Just hold him. You got it. Hold him. Hold him in the
Holy
Just out.
He could almost roll to the inside. Gotta get his shoulders connected to that roll.
15. Got 15 seconds left. Smeet has to find that escape.
10 seconds.
You got 10. Hold
10
it.
seconds. 10 seconds. Hold it. Hold it again.
Gas. Go. I'm gas. Oh, yeah. 1 second, Chris.
And all these guests, Chris Sykes hangs on for the ride out. And he will seal the win for Ocean County BJJ. They win 4-1 over Revel. 4-1, your winners. And he Aura Farms on his way out there. It was final 4-1 Ocean County BJJ, as we will now head to intermission. We'll be right back. Won't be long, 5 minutes. We'll be right back here inside the circle. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. I told you the break would be short, and I would never lie to you. As always, a thank you to our sponsor, Savvy Fit Soaps, really freaking natural, all Jersey mechanical, all Jersey all the time, and Ground Standard Agency. We, as you just saw, our Ocean County Jiu-Jitsu just won 4-1. That puts them tied for 6th in our academy season rankings. Right now, that slot them into the playoff, and there would be a 3-way tie for that final spot in the playoff. So it's gearing up to be something exciting. But again, we have 2 more team duels before we get to that point still. So a lot of things can still happen. But again, shout out to Ocean County Jiu-Jitsu as they won 4-1. That might be the first time we've never had any submissions in the entirety of a team duel.
I think usually when I watch the team duels, most entertaining thing. There's a lot of subs back and forth. This was the first one where it was like full overtime.
Yeah, it was still the team was definitely still intense environment, but no submissions. Definitely not something you're used to. Programming update: one of our matches has been scratched. Chris Vintimilla had some travel issues. We'll call it. Travel issues getting here, so that match has been scratched with Kade Sokolis. Sorry about that, Kade. We'll get you inside the circle here soon. Chris, Kade said we'll get him next time. Chris, we got to figure out that ride issue next time. Get you here. But don't worry, we still got 4 great matches ahead of us, including our next matchup of...
And now we switch to it all.
Absolutely. It's all pro from here on out. And Chris Graasso and John Filoon will kick us off here in our all pro matchups. Yeah, Nicholas Graasso and John Filoon. And we're going to kick it over to our referee, Josh, as we're ready to go here for our first pro matchup of the main card.
Now we're going to do purple belts.
6 minutes.
6 minutes.
We are underway. 6 minutes on the clock. Chris Graasso making his debut here inside the circle out of UGK and MTR. He is on top now in the black and gold. John Filoon also making his debut out of Hellfish BJJ underneath here.
Gotta take put back to Nicholas here off the shot off of John.
John here with a competitor you're pretty familiar with inside the circle, Zach Shimios, coaching him up now.
Won against Zach twice. He's competing also today.
Yes, Zach will be our co-main event.
I actually teamed with John too. He's a really tough guy.
Get that elbow over to the other side if you can. Keep that shoulder fresh.
Nick coached up by Jillian here, so that's why Andrew joined us back inside the booth.
Jillian does it all.
Does it all.
She commentates, she competes.
Absolutely. I believe she match makes for some others. Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, nice triangle
Hold tight down.
I believe she'll have a team on our women's only card for the team format. Excited about that. 4 women's teams there.
Even ladies' jiu-jitsu's been so much bigger.
Absolutely. It's really growing. Those women's only cards tend to be our most exciting.
You get on his arm, you can still get that
Much slower
triangle
pace than
there.
when we left off with our team duel, our 2 lightest guys going after it.
First 6 years, I figured you get the higher belt color. Everybody
Yep, there we go.
Yep.
But sometimes that slows down the match.
Absolutely.
Because they're trying to be more safe and more precise.
Honestly, more often than not, I would say that the higher the belt, the slower the match goes. Maybe not with our multi-time champ here in the booth, but
There you go.
for the average bear, it tends to slow down. It's more of a chess match
Yes.
than just go.
I believe you can win that chess by still going fast.
Okay.
Use that wall, man. Use that wall.
What's that dude? Yeah, that chess guy, that the best in the world. He'd agree with you.
Yes.
He shows up with 2 seconds left in his match.
Back up to our feet here for Nick. John stands up and takes a
John
shot.
right into the shot, yeah. Maybe not the cleanest shot I've ever seen, but worked
He
nonetheless.
got the job done. He got the takedown.
Underhook on that right side.
Caught Nick sleeping a little bit on that stand-up.
There you go, take him over.
That was a beautiful sleep with the underhook of the thigh.
Right to his back.
Oh, you see that?
Here, stay.
Great
Back on
transition.
top.
His hips are a little off to the side there.
There you go. Let's adjust. Let's get more on his back a little
Only
bit.
halfway through with this match, so 3 minutes
There
in.
you go. Let's go belly down. Belly down.
Good adjustment there from Nick.
There you go. Start being aggressive. You can get that neck crank. Let's get over. There you go. Just neck crank.
And that's not
Let's
comfy
get
for
that. Here we
John.
go. Underneath.
Sometimes tucking the chin's worse.
Yeah,
I
it
think
can hurt.
sometimes I don't like getting that jaw crank like this.
Honestly, the choke itself doesn't hurt.
Right,
You just lose breath.
Correct, yes.
When you put your chin down, that hurts.
Follow him, Nick. Follow him. Keep that body triangle.
There you go. Your hand
I
to the
believe that was a
shoulder.
mad squeeze down a fight, but you never know.
Sometimes you get both.
There we go.
Sometimes.
There you go. Switch. Keep alternating.
Just going up the arms, so you can start going up the back. Pulls like back.
There you go. Stay on the back. Stay on the back. Switch to an arm bar there with a
Losing his
triangle.
grip there a little bit.
Arm bar and triangle right there.
He's not able to
There you go.
clear his
Better
way
knee
out.
shield. Better knee shield. Better frame. There you go. Get that foot free. Let's recover
We
that
got 2 minutes
full
left now. John's on top trying to pass. Nick is back in his half butterfly guard. He set up that triangle.
2 minutes. Yep. Shoulder crunch. There you go. Heavy. Scroll. Push on the head. Push on
John,
the head.
very good at just kind of hanging on to that leg.
Gotta get that leg back. That right leg back. Once that's in his fixed
It's a
position.
good matchup of styles.
Come on, Nick.
90 seconds, brother.
There you go.
He just keeps that foot
Yeah.
every time and he can't get to the back.
There you go. You got a triangle right there.
It's almost like Nick's John moving a different way each time
There
he
you go.
hits.
Great space.
Right to
Good,
side too.
good.
That was,
Great space.
he's doing it
Start
slowly
framing.
with
Moving
the
out.
transitions from
Back,
John,
back.
but that was
There you
slick.
go.
There it is. That's what's been the whole match.
There you go.
John almost
Double
gets in a
under,
good position.
double
Nick
under
just
on him.
leans out and gets back in a dominant position.
You got 60 seconds. He's going to finish your neck.
There you go. Push him away. Push him
John
away.
back side.
Stiff arm. Stiff arm. He's gonna try and break you down to a doors. He's gonna use that
A little bit of
power
bulldog
house to break
position.
you down. Let's break
Right
his
to the
grip. Break
doors,
his
I would
grip.
imagine.
Go for a dart. Turn it in. Good
Nick
job.
spins right out again.
45 seconds left.
There you go. Get that leg free. 45 seconds. There you go.
Another
Right there.
triangle
Pull
shot
that leg
from
free.
Nick.
There we go.
Gets on the
That's
head, has
right.
control of
Yes.
posture now.
Pull down on the shin. Let's lock that up.
30 seconds to finish this, and then you
You
got
gotta
30
pull down.
seconds.
You can TP it. Go over the top. Grab your
Kade
legs.
might have lost his
TP
match,
straight
but
up.
he's active coaching here.
There you go. Hold on. Grab the hips. Up, 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 up.
Right into the Umaplata.
Get him
Seen
out to
one
the side.
before
Get
inside
your
the
hips out.
circle. Not again now though.
Come on, Nick.
15.
And again, right back into like he's always hunting for the circle.
He
10
muscles up in
seconds.
every position.
Ninja choke. Ninja choke.
Roll through 3 seconds left, and we will head to overtime.
That was a good match. That was an excellent match.
If we take out the team duel format, as I said we would, this goes back to our trend of sub-overtime, sub-overtime.
Sub-overtime.
Our last super fight was a sub. This is an overtime. So we're still on track, people. Nick with choice. Nick says, give me that arm.
Instead of the back. I think you have a better chance to finish from the armbar position.
Yes,
The guy calls
but
for
harder
skill.
line, yep.
Yes.
Now, as a competitor, when you get choice in the overtime, do you tend to go offensive first or defensive?
I like to go defense first. I like to escape the no eye already escape.
Yep.
And I think I can be more aggressive
Push on
in trying
that
to
far
get the
elbow.
finish.
Push on that
Yeah, I
far
feel like
elbow.
when you
Break
choose
his
defense,
grip.
you kind of know what you have to do in the next one.
Like literally,
It's
get
defense
that
up.
elbow. Don't let him pull
But
that
we
arm
saw a
free.
ride out
Keep your legs.
earlier
Keep
with
your
the
left leg
arm,
heavy
which you
on
don't
his head.
normally see. So it is possible. It's a dangerous fight. You can't just punch your arm
Heavy on that head,
exposed. But typically, you don't get that
You
submission.
can get your right arm underneath his leg to try and take him over. There you go. Let's go belly down with it. Let's pull. Let's pull. Let's pull. You got 30 seconds.
John
There
looking
you go.
for
Get that
skips
in. Get
and
that in.
exacts his arm out.
2, 1.
See now, after seconds, that's that both debut energy there. Not one of them looked to engage there. But John just sat there. Nick could have just thrown something on.
Up on top for
Yeah.
the submission.
And also, you never see it the other way. John could have been used to a submission and try to just win it there.
Right away. Grip.
On the way, John on the back. Nick quickly
play that.
out
Play
of
that.
position. And that definitely bodes well for me if we get to that third one, showing, hey, I got out.
That meant maybe if I wasn't my go-to on
Ready? Yeah.
That
If you're John, you might want to switch that up, especially because you're tired.
Guys, just flip them over onto his back, all right?
What those smackdowns like before.
Let's go.
John with the old school swag, we'll call it. Very, very long shorts.
Come on, John, use legs.
Snap,
Roll the legs, roll the legs.
reminiscent of a 2003 LeBron James. Yeah.
Keep moving.
He rolls out of the dominant position. John is close. He got the cradle. Cradle, not sideways, not sideways. Yeah, bro, what you did. Nick immediately scrambles. Very close there, though. John steps over that leg, and it's going to be hard for Nick, based on what we saw in the first one, to get to the dominant position. But John just always on his leg.
He always
He always just has an angle.
Keep moving, man. Keep moving.
There it is. John uses that transition to get to the dominant position, and that is the win in our second overtime. John Filoon, your winner by dominant position. Great debut for both of them. A lot of great scrambles and transitions there.
You know, jiu-jitsu, there's a lot of technical battles going on.
Absolutely. And before we kick you back out of the booth, we're going to see you again soon inside the circle. Absolutely. We'll see him here, so you heard it here. Don't miss that. But we'll keep it going here as we move into our second or third pro match here. It's going to be Kevin Stylo up against Nicholas Hill at 215 pounds. As we get Jillian with her fighter, she'll join us back here soon. But we'll kick as our fighters clear the mat, catch their breath. Taco goes over to coach now. As you can see, our commentators are always doing it all for us, and we appreciate them for that.
I can take a sip.
Jillian making her way back over. Three more to go here as we will have Kevin Stylo up against Nicholas Hill, and we are underway. Kevin Stylo in the all black out of Valley Jiu-Jitsu. Again, coached by Mccclaclin. That's right. Our coach is just swap spots. Nicholas Hill out of the Kade Grappling Club in the white. Right around the neck.
He's right there in that arm guillotine here. Kevin's doing a great job of stacking into holding his forehead to the mat and trying to alleviate some of that pressure. And then when he's kind of ready, sometimes they just like to let them burn out their grip a little bit. And then when they start to feel he's letting up, that's when they start to fight the hands.
Both of them with some HCS experience. Nicholas Hill owned one inside the circle. Kevin is 1-2.
Drive that shoulder in.
Keep touching them, yeah.
Coach Connor Dixon, also an HCS vet, letting the ref know, hey, that face is turning a little blue.
Yeah.
Also, when the coach start with your left butterfly. Okay. You can't get this yet. Keep turning on your right side.
Shut that out.
That's good. Now look.
All right.
Right away.
Great. On the grips to get in.
That was a long time for Nick to be hanging on there with that grip. See what it does to his arms the rest of the way through.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's really hard for Kevin to be able to posture up.
Maybe on the standing that you need in that triangle. Up. Push his face. Kevin, up now. Up. Yes, now we pass them up. I told you. Up. Underhook him up. Good ahead. You.
Nice transition work here from Kevin. He has both boots and he is a little high.
He's got to be worried about Kevin if he's trying to shake him
Spladle!
off. We have split here.
Ah, he didn't have the spladle. Nick.
Heavy on his hands. Heavy on his hands. I like this.
Kevin's rocking an Angel Coffee rash guard. He's got the patch on the arm there.
I want hands inside here. Hands inside.
Yeah, that is the rooster.
Good.
Yeah, he is wearing the Valley Jiu-Jitsu rash guard.
Watch your arms. Let's start to build height. Watch your legs as we build.
We got 3:30 left, man. Yep, I like this. Watch that leg. Keep head position. Keep good head position. Good camping.
You know if Connor and
Good. Keep it there.
Cockle have ever
Watch
competed?
your arm.
That feels like what I want to watch. I don't know how close their weights
I mean,
are.
they are not really, even though, look, Andrew Cockle is a G, he goes against anyone, even who's much bigger than him, just to get a match, because it seems like he's gone against everyone in this area, because he competes all the time.
Yep. And he was in talks with Josh to potentially get a 205-pound fight going, so you never know. I think we've seen him at every weight from 45, I think was the lowest cut to for us. 55 maybe? But
Yeah,
he's been,
probably 55.
he's got,
Usually around like
this was,
170.
yeah, it was more towards the beginning. He cut low for us, one of them, and he's gone all over the game. He won an absolute. So he's definitely game to do it.
Push on that. Let's clear the knee. Push on that. Clear the knee. Knee to chest.
So,
Shoulder pressure. Watch him going under. Shoulder pressure. Clear the knee. Yes. Watch him going under. Watch him going under.
But
Good.
Attacking that arm there.
he's trying to get that more.
Oh, switch the armbar. Good idea, but good scramble from Kevin.
There you go, Kevin. Clear the foot off the head.
Get up.
Onto the leg.
Yeah,
Nick is hunting.
Like, just trying to stay working on the legs. Kevin using his free leg to create some space, and now
Go out of bounds. No submission on. We're going to start back on our feet. 2 minutes exact on the clock as we go out of bounds.
Hey,
Underway.
keep the pace. Look good, Nick. Keep it going.
And this is definitely going to be an intimidating pace to keep.
Clear that side.
Move on here.
Inside side.
Nice shot.
Set.
Almost looked like Kevin defended it, but then he put himself back into the shot.
Good. Let's open his knee. Keep opening his head. Strong. Keep opening his head strong. Yep.
Other side.
Strong. Watch your arm. Kick around to the pass. Kick around to the pass.
there's
Go.
also kind of a large weight difference between these two as well. Kevin rated a 198,
Got
Dallas
Kevin bumping up for the
215.
215 matchup.
Got 120.
You tend to see that when we get to the larger weights, the gap extends
I
a
don't
little
want
bit.
this overtime BS. Let's finish him right now.
You also see, like, whenever you see Kevin compete, Kevin's
Look,
highly
give me our star.
athletic, and
The more you got Darcy, or the sooner Darcy.
at it too, right? He commentated one of his matches, or his grappling in a cage, and he was able to hop off the fence and lead the tennis to take the back. So it was.
I don't think I've ever seen a cage jump into a grappling move.
It
It's
was
usually reserved for your punches and knees.
exactly.
On one side, I'll let you sitting up. Yes. Step over. Step over. Watch the boy. Watch the forearm. Yes. 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 Fast.
Push inside. Kevin, get that foot under the thigh. Get up.
Like it flat.
Don't keep it flat in the thigh. Get a pull.
30 seconds left. Toes keeping us in bounds.
Yep. Make him uncomfortable and get enough pass. Like that. That pass. That pass right now.
Kevin doing a good job keeping him in half.
You see Nicholas Cousins' forearm right on his face there.
10 seconds to go.
Make him uncomfortable. 5 seconds. Make him uncomfortable.
3, 2,
Great. And regulation here for these two.
no stall, so we'll go to our coin flip. Nick wins the toss and he chooses offense and he's taking the arm. We've seen this twice now today. We've seen some impressive rides with this
Heavy
position.
legs. Heavy legs.
Right, Nicholas trying to get his grip underneath to try and break
Heavy
his
legs,
grip
keep him
on
down.
his bicep.
Kevin able to
Kevin's
squirm
great.
away. And that's that danger with that position. The second you lose the grip, you pretty much you're out.
Hey.
Kevin takes the back with the advice of Coach Pop over there. And I think if you get out the first one, that's definitely the place to go. Because you don't have to force that submission.
Yep, keep it. Stay with it. Yep. Yep.
Nick said, nah, I'm going to get out anyway. Both of them with very quick escapes here in our first overtime as we will head over to our second ADCC first field dominant position, backside or mount. And we are underway. As we saw in the last one, a cradle is not side control. Your arm's not cleared there. You're putting their leg in the way.
Yeah.
Nick goes for the throw, a little sloppy. Kevin scrambles. Kevin's on the arm. Good stuff there from Nick.
Let's start passing them out. Seatbelt. Don't give up the hook.
No hooks here. We got one hook now, as I say that. Nothing yet.
That's
That's Mel. And there it is. That's a dominant position for Nicholas Hill, as he is your winner in our ADCC overtime. Your winner by dominant position, Nicholas Hill. And he gets his first win here inside the circle. Congrats to Nick. Co-main. We will be moving over into our co-main event now. This is our co-main event 12. We have Zach Shimios up against Steven Westergohm. It's going to be Zach Shimios up against Steven Westergohm. Steven with the American pride, the American flag trunks, up against Zach, the HCS vet, up in the black and gray. We are underway. Zach, as I said, the HCS vet, 10-3 here inside the circle. This is his first match back in competition since tearing his bicep.
Yes.
Apparently, it's still technically torn.
He's got a gnarly scar there.
But he said he's willing to compete through it, so wish him all the best here. Glad that he chose us first. Steven, also some HES experience, 1-1 inside the circle. Steven out of Crush Jiu-Jitsu. Zach out of Team Cobra Jiu-Jitsu.
Yeah, it looks like Zach has got his arm over the head trying to go for that 18. Switches to use it to pass, though.
Zach's been in pretty much all of our big events. He's been in the Grand Prix 2 to 3 times now. Multiple matchups with Cockle inside the circle. Competed for the belt. He's done it all here that you can do.
Yeah, he was reaching over that head again, trying to lock up that guillotine.
Got a bit. Oh yeah, I thought he had the leg in for a second too, and I was like, cradle guillotine.
He's switching to the darts here. He's
Yeah,
got that bicep
that was
grip.
smooth. He said, "Let me show you what my bicep can do."
Except for Steven, he's got that arm a little spaced away from his head, so that he moves to the back, gets out of that
Good
dart.
transition there from Steven. Fight his way out.
Right, Steven's trying to work with his butterfly guard here, so he's got both of his legs on the inside. Zach's content in this hand fight.
We're back to our It's interesting to see if this is more of a strategy choice or a game plan here from Zach, because we know that we've definitely seen him play from his back often before, but he doesn't seem to have any interest in exposing himself to that for this one.
Yeah, because I think Steven, we've seen him compete previously. He's a pretty great back game himself.
Nice transition there from Zach.
Yeah,
Uses the long legs.
Chair sit, body triangle. Oh, this looks
that
like it
doesn't look
could be not quite under the chin.
It's
He's
getting there, though.
slowly switching off the short choke, back to the rear naked choke. I mean,
Even not under the chin, that's not comfortable.
no, but still, everything under the nose is a choke.
There's the
And we got-
tap. As Zach Shimios drops the hammer, winner by submission. Welcome back to the circle, Zach Shimios, winner by rear naked choke. What a way to say, hey, that injury meant nothing. I'm back. His 11th win here inside the circle.
Zach is back.
And with that, we'll move on to our main event of the evening. We will have Brandon Smith up against Anderson Nguyen. Brandon Smith, 5-1 here inside the circle as a pro, 8-1 overall. He's coming off of a Grand Prix final in his last appearance up against Cockle. Great showing there for him. Anderson, 2-0 here inside the circle. We'll kick it on over as we have Brandon Smith up against Anderson Nguyen. And for those of you, as you're about to see him, he just took his hat off for the first time. He is now bald. For those of you who don't recognize him, who miss him, Brandon just joined the police academy, so he had to shave that wonderful flow of his. I know that it meant a lot. Truly has not taken his hat off. He's had 2 different hats since he's been inside here today. But let's see if that gives him some superpowers.
It's all right. Just get a little sun on it, and it's
Might have lost the hair, but don't worry, he didn't put a shirt on. He'll never do that to you. Viewers at home, Anderson in the all black. Anderson out of Saga Jiu-Jitsu and Precision Jiu-Jitsu. Doesn't train out of this precision, trains out of the other precision, but nonetheless, out of both. Brandon out of Dante Rivera.
And you see Anderson here in the heel hook cult rash guard. Really awesome jiu-jitsu
Brandon
brand.
using the cage. Brandon, I believe, has some MMA experience as well. So comfortable up against the wall.
Yep. That's one thing that can make a difference. You know, if you're not used to wrestling against a wall, it's very different. So Anderson's doing a great job with that overhook, trying to use that overhook, that wizard, to pull Brandon's body up so that he can't drop down to like a single double leg off of here. He's trying to keep wrist control because right here, Brandon's using great head control.
Nice strip
Lace
against
that
that.
leg, pulled it out. Now he's in that top position.
That's very, very smooth takedown there.
Yeah, so Brandon can try to lace the leg, so he's on top of both of Anderson's legs. Basically, Anderson is going to try and pull his knees free to create some space and to try and recover guard.
Loses his wristband. He says, "Let's engage closer inside the circle."
Or not.
Yeah, hated him a little bit.
Right.
I'm
Backs
just
up a little
gonna
bit.
push you up there in front of it again.
He's going to use that as a backboard, buddy. Close the distance along.
Looks to jump. Anderson does a good roll. His coach Frank unhappy with that jump attempt.
I mean, you could just tell Brandon he has fun in there. He just does a lot of like, I think sometimes he just feels a move and just goes for it and doesn't really think, you know.
And he's got a high motor.
Yes.
Very aggressive, always on the attack. And it's done well for him inside the circle so far. His first loss ever was against Cockle. It's not a bad loss to have on your resume. He's definitely got the confidence to say, I'm going to try it, see what works, because I think I can do it.
He's going to pull that. He's going to start. Yeah. Anytime he adjusts the legs here. He's going to, when he pulls, he's going to go regular belly. You don't. Hey, he turns you, chase him up there, bro. Hey, supine. Start getting him on his back. Harassing his feet. Brandon, look. Our foot.
Nice clear from Brandon. Good roll through from Anderson.
Put the top of your right foot on his ankle right here. Step on his foot. Brandon, step. Yeah. Now drag. 2 hands on the leg.
Step
Pass
on the
by
leg,
drag.
all of Rotoli brothers. Very known for that. Brandon's trying to keep control of Anderson's top leg, just trying to.
Anderson did a great job rolling through these positions.
Anderson's trying to work up that triangle. Brandon does a great job of pulling his head free. Now he's trying to back out. Coming up.
Nice scramble and burst there from Anderson.
Way to stay on his back. That Brandon staying in this nice tight turn. He's protecting his neck, also keeping his elbows close to his knees, not allowing Anderson to get a hook in.
He's hunkering down. You got 2 minutes to work.
But with this position, though, it's, you know,
Be a
Brandon's
little more aggressive with that belly riding a little high. There we are.
Anderson starts to pull him in. He's got one
Hey, you go
hook in.
yes,
He's
sir.
got
There it
the
is.
seconds.
2 minutes to go here.
On his face if it needs to be, Anderson. On his face if it
Yeah,
needs to be.
Brandon, he's trying to protect that neck. He's got his hands up, protecting, you know, Anderson.
Yeah, work that across, buddy.
Getting some wrist control on one side so that Brandon can only
Bottom
use
arm,
one
force it
hand to
across. His neck's
protect.
open, his hands are tied.
So Anderson still has, he's got a hook on the outside, but if you lock your feet, you still have control of that hip, so it's really hard for them to try and escape. Oh, he's going for a triangle. I mean,
Under the neck. Tap. Smooth work for Anderson. Win. As he rips off the last guard. Or he's trying. There it is. He gets it off.
I mean, that was a beautiful transition from that twister, and then when Brandon got free, he just something there. And that twister intense.
Anderson Nguyen drops the hammer, winner by submission. He said, tarps off after that victory. Anticlimactic on the shirt, pull off with a win nonetheless. That was your main event, an exciting one to end with. As always, we want to thank our sponsors. Savvy Fit Soaps, really freaking natural. All Jersey mechanical, all Jersey, all the time. Get that Savvy back up. Boom, right there. Product placement, baby. And Ground Standard Agency. Jillian, a pleasure as always here.
Great. Another exciting HCS. Join us again in a few weeks. We got a bunch of shows coming up to round out the year.
Absolutely. We'll see you here September 6th in Jersey City, live from the streets. You're not going to want to miss that one. A week later, don't worry, though. We're back inside the regular grappling confines, HCS 28, and then our women's only in October. We hope to see you there.
Looks like I'll be on.
Jillian will be there for
my
that
team.
one. She
My
will have a
women's
team.
team.
If you want on any of these cards, we're always looking. We always want more competitors. Hit us up in the DMs. Hit us up on YouTube. For you at home, thank you for joining the house party of grappling. I know you had a great time. I know I did as well. Until next time, we're out.